see in the Great Vault. Followers, send in your iridium now.
Aslan the Vega and his cronies chased me all over Pandora. Why, I hid in every turd pile I could find. But eventually, I realized I couldn't keep running. So I picked a defensible valley, juicy with turds, and decided to make my stand. I found Aslan's ship and flew it back to my parents' turd farm. A fresh start. I had to make an honest living. They taught me how to farm turds, so that's what I did. One day, I look up from a big old juicy turd to see this lady staring at me. Boy, she was a looker. Excuse me, she says. I'm looking for Typhon de Leon. Well, I jump straight out of that turd hole and say, baby, you're looking at him. Say, what's your name? Leda, she says. I'm looking for a guide. And I says, all right, let me just throw this turd in the silo and we'll go. This was the place where I made my stand. I remember the wind in my hair and blood on my hands. I started making rat calls to lure Aslan de Vega's cronies out one by one and smashed them with a big old rock. After a while, it was just me and Aslan. I know you're here, De Leon. End of the line, he says. So I yell at him, you know what your problem is, Aslan? You ain't got no friends. And right as he points his gun at me, boom! Those skags I threw the Verkuvian ham at jumped him. After the skags were done chowing down, I went by to pay my respects. But only the ham remained.
I can see how Typhon would be drawn to the simple life of a turd farmer after everything he'd been through. I know how he felt. My parents were blue-collar isotope designers. Not a hyper PhD between them. Off to your loot, then.
It's a mercenary day miracle! Except for that guy. With those RGB LEDs, my friend will finally be as beautiful on the outside as I am on the inside.
Heretic, and your life will turn around in no time.
You sure know how to turn a dial, sugar. That hits the spot.
Oh, he was so close to that gas can when he ran out of gas. That's so poignant. Weird word. Poignant. Poignant. That gas tank will keep my new friend pumping the hot stuff. Spicy!